I'm Yolanda Hawkins, and I'm one of the 3 curators of the Stuart Sherman exhibit. Their other 2 curators are John Hagan and John Maturi. Stuart Sherman was most known for a form of performance that he created that was uniquely his own. He called them spectacles, and he would perform these spectacles mostly with objects from a suitcase on a TV tray that he would take to parks in the city, Washington Square Park or Union Square or on the Staten Island Ferry. I describe it like a magic show with no magic. So here you'll see a big crowd watching him, and you'll see moments when no one's watching him or people are mystified. But I think the low-key way that he performed them and the fact that he had a very intense but calm presence about him made people come to him. He wouldn't be like staring at the audience and going, "Come over here and watch my show." And here you see an example of the kind of repetition of the double image of a spectacle being a performance and a spectacle being eyeglasses. I think he liked the pun idea of the spectacles, but also the eyeglasses represent seeing or a vision of the world, also the way the world looks at you, because he often makes the glasses opaque. I think in a way he was very much his own artist, and that when he decided to start performing his own work, that he was really in a way breaking away from the people that were before him. And that's why I think his work is so important now, because he created his own form of performance that was unlike anyone else. The drawings have been a big surprise to a lot of people, including the curators, and they're just beginning to be really cataloged and understood. These were done in the early, 1970. He was still drawing rather loosely, but then he decided to work with very straight lines and protractors, and they become more systemized looking. Another thing about Stuart's work that isn't obviously apparent on the first look is that there's a lot of emotional content to these works. When you see multiple images in a thing, often it's, even though the lines are very straight, it's a way of expressing disorder and a fear of disorder, or a fear of things that are not settled. And he often used letters or words in artistic arrangements. And it was almost as if he felt that the words had an energy and that they had a power. This wonderful piece here, which is an A surrounded by Z's, it's as if they're attacking the A. The collages, they start to have issues of money, which was an issue for him, as many artists. They also have more homoerotic content, more sexual content, but a lot of them have a great deal of fun. There's also issues of life and death in them. So they start to be more clearly passionate. And also, using a new medium which resonates once again with the spectacles, that objects are used in a controlled space, but they have a sort of whimsy, a lot more use of color. Very interesting is a very, very late work of Stuart's, which was The Passion of Stuart. Unfortunately, we do not know of any video of this work, but it seems that it must be relating to what he was going through, being sick with AIDS. Although it's never overtly expressed, it has a kind of Christian suffering iconography. He's holding a balloon with barbed wire on it, something very delicate, dealing with something very rough. And you see a great use of color and the blood imagery. This is the most naked Stuart. He's reducing himself down in this performances to near nakedness. Stuart also worked beautifully in sculptural medium. This beautiful, beautiful piece of the idea of a chair. It's simple chair taken apart, accompanied by a photograph of it together. But it causes you to look at the chair as a sculptural form. These glasses, which now exist as a sculpture, are the spectacles that you see in many, many of Stuart's work. that once again, it's his, relationship to language. A performance is a spectacle.